Hello, ladies and gentlemen, 'tis I, Michael A. Grimm, aka the Multi-Voice. I have many voices, but one opinion. And welcome for another Today episode of Asian Month. The one where I always keep reviewing a lot about Asian things. And of course, I know some of you have enjoyed my review of Ultraman Orb, and I did say that I went to that Doctor Who museum/store. And for those of you who don't have Discord or Facebook, I'm going to show you some pictures of me having a great time. I'm going to stop this video right now and show you me having some fun in that museum. Okay, did you enjoy the pictures that I sent you? Good. Then we can begin on this video. This one is about live action movies of Dragon Ball. I know that in my last review I did say Dragon Ball, so that's why I decided to add on this. I wonder if I can do the Kamehameha one of these days. But anyway, before I'm going to talk to you about Dragon Ball, first off, a little history. A long time ago, Dragon Ball was created by a manga comic created by none other than Akira Toriyama. Now, him and his wife, they always enjoyed the old Chinese fantasy story that's been around for centuries, and of course, it's my personal favorite too, Journey to the West. And for those of you who don't know what Journey to the West is, look it up. It's part of their Chinese cultures, for God's sakes. And one of these days, I think I should do a review of Journey to the West, but of course, there are like tons of adaptation of Journey to the West, so I don't know where to begin. But anyway, Akira Toriyama, he took the story of Journey to the West and decided to make something that is sort of a mix between fantasy and science fiction, and created his first genuine manga of Dragon Ball. And after he written those Dragon Balls, the Dragon Ball manga, he kept on making tons and tons of mangas of Dragon Ball. I mean, there are like tons of them. No kidding. And then a certain Japanese company decided to make an anime based from the manga of Dragon Ball. And when and there was the first season of Dragon Ball, which that's the one I watched. I didn't watch or continued on with the other Dragon Ball because there are like tons of them. I mean, as you can see here, there are like dozens and dozens of Dragon Ball series, anime series. And from the... According to my phone here, it says there's like over 6 main stories. But how many episodes? It's over 9,000! Sorry, I always wanted to make that meme. Damn, I broke my phone. I think I need to get a new one. Anyway, folks. But one thing I do have a problem with Dragon Ball Z, though. I mean, some people say that Dragon Ball Z was the most popular Dragon Ball series. But sadly, I tried to watch it, but the filler is so freaking boring. I mean, the filler made it so boring. Because of filler through the show. The story's really short, so they have to stretch it to make it longer. Filler, woo-hoo! But thanks to this YouTube channel called Team 4-Star, they've been doing Dragon Ball Z Unabridged, where they finally shortened the story, but also it's a parody, so they make jokes out of it. Heck, I even love the part where Perfect Cell, after he absorbed that one android, he start noticing his lips and go like, "Oh, those lips, blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is so fun." I mean, that always made me laugh with the lips. Oh, this is so fun. But anyway, with Dragon Ball Z and the abridge aside, let's start with the main story of Dragon Ball, what it's all about. Now, I knew that he took the story of Journey to the West and make his own version of Journey to the West in a Japanese setting, and also in a world. It turns out in this Dragon Ball universe, dinosaurs exist, and even aliens exist, and most of all, furries exist. I'm not kidding. There are animal-like people around. Imagine that. But of course it starts this one certain boy, which he goes by the name of Son Goku. And I know the lighting ain't shining around here because I'm wearing this white outfit. I decided to wear this karate outfit, and I found this shirt here, which pretty much fit the bill, because I don't want to be bare-chested. But anyway, now, Son Goku, he is from a planet called Vegeta, and he's an alien species called Sentai. I mean, not Sentai, Saiyan. He's a Saiyan. He's one of these conquering, powerful alien species with monkey tails on their backside, and they're the ones who develop the power and start doing the Kamehameha and all that stuff. And before his planet was destroyed by Frieza, Goku's mission before he went to Earth is his mission. He was supposed to go to Earth and conquer and enslave the human race. And of course, Goku's real alien name, I mean, just like Superman's real name is Kal-El. Son Goku's real name is Kakarot. Now, Goku starts out, he was supposed to land on Earth and try to conquer Earth and genocide or enslave the human race, but sadly he got clunked on the head and forgot what he was supposed to do, and this kind old man who goes by the name of Grandpa Gohan, he took him in and starts teaching him about the way of fighting and how to become a better person. That's interesting. But of course, sadly, Gohan passed away, and the only thing that he got from Gohan is the Dragon Ball. It has 4 stars on it. Now, here's the thing. Now, sometimes it's a bit of a MacGuffin part of the story, but what exactly is a Dragon Ball? Well, these Dragon Balls, they're supposed to be very powerful items. And one thing about them is they have to go around to collect all 7 of the Dragon Balls. So the great dragon himself shows up and grants you a wish. 7 Dragon Balls, so you can grant a wish. But only one wish. Imagine if I gathered all the 7 Dragon Balls myself, and the Great Dragon showed up. I would probably wish for something. Something that my heart desire. But anyway, now Goku went off on his own to get himself something to eat. He got himself an apple, and then he started fishing for a big fish. And then from out of nowhere, out comes this girl who is driving her vehicle, and this girl is none other than Bulma. Now, at first, Goku thought Bulma is a witch because she got pissed off that Goku destroyed her car. Well, Goku thought it was some sort of animal. And when Bulma reached out her machine gun, she fired her machine gun at Goku, but the bullets were just bounced off of him, just like Superman. Oh yeah, and Goku have this this staff that extended. But anyway, Bulma said that she is human like he is, and he says, "Oh, you're human. Where's your tail?" Now, here's a thing about Goku I started to notice. Goku, he is gender blind and asexual. Means he cannot tell a difference between a male or a female. Like every time he says, "Oh yeah, who is that person?" And he said, "That woman right over there." And he's like, "Which one is a woman?" He just doesn't get it. And he is oblivious about sex because he doesn't understand that kind of stuff. I mean, he is just completely oblivious about sex and easily confused knowing about the gender of people. So that's why he is completely gender blind. But anyway, Bulma, she found two Dragon Balls, and now she decided to get the other Dragon Ball, which Goku has, and wanted Goku to journey with her to find more Dragon Balls. And Goku, going outside, he found this giant sea turtle. And the sea turtle took him to this martial art house in the middle of the island. And it's run by this old kung fu master named Master Roshi. Now, here's one thing I am going to be completely honest about. Master Roshi, he is a dirty, old, perverted man. I mean, he is just straight up perverted, bar none. Every time when he sees a buxom woman, he just stares at her cleavage and goes like, "Oh, oh, 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 let me feel those little breasts, ooh." Or when he sees her behind, it's like, "Oh, let me get a whack of those, that keister right there." Or when he sees, and of course, if he's looking down under the table, he can see up a girl's skirt and go like, "Ooh, let's see those panties, ooh." Ah! That Master Roshi gets on my goddamn nerves because hasn't he ever heard of sexual harassment? And some people say that Pepe Le Pew was bad, and so was Johnny Bravo. But Master Roshi, he's in a higher level. Jeez. But anyway, Master Roshi, he wanted Goku to do something for him. He can summon the flying Nimbus, which is just a big yellow cloud, and of course he said only somebody with a pure of heart can hop on the Nimbus and fly everywhere. And surprisingly, Goku is pure of heart, so he hops on the cloud and goes anywhere he wants to go. And the reason why Master Roshi can't get in the flying Nimbus because he ain't pure hearted, and I wonder why. So anyway, Goku and Bulma leaves Master Roshi's place, and they see this small town where there's a Dragon Ball there, but this town is in total fear because there is this shape-shifting monster that keeps taking their young girls away from their town. And this shape-shifting creature is none other than Oolong. Now, one thing I would say about Oolong is that he's kind of perverted, but not as bad as Roshi. I mean, he's more into. I mean, he doesn't get all aggressive like Roshi does. I mean, when he sees a girl in a short skirt, he's like, "Oh, I like to peek under that skirt. Oh, those panties." But that's all he does. I mean, he just likes to look up women's skirt. I mean, doesn't want to cop a feel or smack the keister. But but of course, um, the girls that he'd been taken, let's just say that he was trying to live a polygamous life, but all the girls that lives in his house, they just sort of treated Oolong like he is henpecked. So, because all those girls keeps on demanding something, and Oolong is like, "Oh, I can't believe I get myself into this predicament. Ugh." So, so Bulma, fine. I mean, the village people thanked them and gave Bulma a Dragon Ball, and Goku and Bulma decided that Oolong can journey with them in their journey. And out comes this very strong, very fast warrior who goes by the name of, I mean, he's a very skilled fighter, and he also have a shape-shifting furry who journeys with him, and their name is Yamcha and Pearl. Now, Yamcha, I mean, he studied his own martial art technique, so he's really good with his fighting skills. I mean, one thing you should know about Goku, two things that he loves more than anything: eating and fighting. He likes fighting against his opponents, especially when they're in their best, and he also loves to eat. I mean, you should see the kid stuff his mouth like there's no tomorrow. And he just keep eating and eating and eating and eating and eating and eating and just want more. I mean, it's like his stomach is like a bottomless pit. And always likes to always do a lot of training, a lot of workout, and find a good enough opponent for him to fight. So when Yamcha starts fighting Goku, Goku thought he found himself a worthy opponent. So they both start fighting against each other. And then when Bulma got up and spotted Yamcha, here's the thing about Yamcha. Yamcha is shy towards women. I kid you not. Yamcha is a really good fighter, but when he sees beautiful girls, he's like, "Oh, beautiful. Uh, hi. That's one beautiful girl in the world." And of course, Bulma finds Yamcha handsome. Ah, jeez. And even sometimes when Bulma stares right in front of him, Yamcha is like, "Ah!" and start running. Because he's so freaking shy. When I saw a beautiful woman, I never got. Well, in my early years, I was shy. But now I've been more confident towards pretty women. I've been more calm and cool. And very talkative. But of course, Yamcha heard about the Dragon Ball. I mean, Bulma wanted to collect the Dragon Ball so she can wish for a boyfriend. And Yamcha, when he heard about the Dragon Balls, he decided to collect the Dragon Ball for himself so he could wish that he would never be shy towards girls. And then we have the villains in this story. And we have these villains: Pilaf, May, and Shu. Now, Pilaf, he's an evil ruler, and the only thing that he wants to collect the Dragon Ball so he can have immortality. He wants to be immortal so he can live forever. And of course, he has one of his lady minions, May, and his dog furry ninja, Shu, to do exactly what he tell them to do. Of course, he does get very disappointed when they were unable to get all the Dragon Balls that Goku and Bulma have been collecting. So they've been trying their best to trying to get the Dragon Ball, trying to get all the Dragon Balls before they do. And then here's this one story that introduces this other characters. At first, there was this huge guy that almost thought that Bulma and Oolong was responsible for the disappearance of his daughter. And this guy, he goes by the name of the Ox King. The Ox King is trying to find his daughter, and he thinks these bad guys took her away from him. Because he's a very devoted dad. But of course, Goku found the Ox King's daughter, which is none other than Chi-Chi. Now, one thing I gotta say about Chi-Chi, she's kind of gullible and sort of dense. And a lot of people say that Chi-Chi's gonna be the love interest for Goku, but I just don't see the connection. I don't see the romance between the two. I mean, even in the later episodes, Goku, being oblivious to gender, he wants to figure out if Chi-Chi was a guy or a girl. So one thing he did, he put his foot between her legs and convinced that she's a woman. But Chi-Chi, on the other hand, she took that as a sign that those two should be married. And Goku, being oblivious, he's like, oh, so this means you and I are going to get married, huh? Okay, then you and I can get married. And of course, Chi-Chi said, only when we grow up. And he's like, okay, when we grow up, we'll get married. I just don't see the connection. I don't see the... I mean... They just remind me so much of the two characters from 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, I'd gone there. The actors who played the couple from 50 Shades of Grey, I just didn't see the romance. I didn't see the connection between the two. They're just like Chi-Chi and Goku. No romance connection, nothing. I mean, for all I know, I would say that Goku is better off with Bulma. But anyway, further on the story, Pilaf have got the Dragon Balls now. And he finally summoned the great dragon who goes by the name of Shinron. Now, Shinron appeared, and Pilaf was about ready to... I mean, he was so shocked and surprised to see the great dragon, and the great dragon says, well, come on, quit staring at me and make your wish, damn it! So, Pilaf finally was about ready to make his wish, wishing for immortality. And of course, sadly, Goku, Bulma, and Yamcha are trapped in their prison, trying to find their way out of here. But Pearl and Oolong, they both shapeshift themselves and went through a little hole that Goku had made. And then Oolong did something. He interrupts Pilaf's wish. Instead of wishing for immortality, Oolong wishes for the most comfortable panties ever made. So the dragon says, your wish is my command, and gave him a panty that is very comfortable and more cushion-like. I told you, Oolong always seems to have a thing for panties. But at least he saved the day. And of course, they did ask Goku how did his grandfather Gohan died, and he said he doesn't remember. All he remembers is that Gohan told him not to stare at the moon when the full moon is showing, and that's when they finally realize if Goku stares at the moon, he becomes the Great Ape. And now Goku has saw the moon and he becomes the Great Ape. Now he pretty much destroyed the castle that Pilaf lives. So now Pilaf and his gang had to get out of here before he does more damage. So they hit the lamb, but they need to find a way to turn Goku back to normal. And they discover that he has that tail. That tail makes him able to turn into the Great Ape. So Yamcha, Pearl, and Ulan, they cut off Goku's tail. And after his tail has been cut off, he turned back into human. And now Yamcha and Bulma, they decided to go off on their own since now they're more confident to talk to each other. I mean, Bulma has her boyfriend, Yamcha, and Yamcha is no longer shy towards women, so now he's confident enough to talk to Bulma. They decided to go somewhere together, find more Dragon Balls and such. But as for Goku, he wants to go back to meet Master Roshi so he can train more. So, they went off their separate ways. And that is how Season 1 ended in Dragon Ball. Now, since I got this story out of the way of the Dragon Ball, let's talk about the live-action movies that they made that came out. And I want to start off with my personal favorite. This one came in Taiwan back in 1991, and that is Dragon Ball The Magic Begins. Now, it is really good. I mean, a good adaptation. And most of the story is close enough, except Gohan survived in that movie. But of course, it ain't going to be Chi-Chi. It's going to be a character named Jin-Jin. And her family were... I mean, Jin-Jin is all alone because her mother and father was murdered by the bad guy, which I'm going to tell you soon. But the actor who played Goku... Now, I noticed they changed the name. What they're trying to do... One thing that the Taiwan was trying to do... Take the premise from Dragon Ball and make it into another Journey to the West story. So they didn't call him Goku, they call him Monkey Boy. But the character of Son Goku was played by none other than Chi-Chiang Sen. He played Goku. And the actress who plays Bulma was this absolutely beautiful Taiwanese pop diva, Jenny Su. She played Bulma. And of course, Jin instead of Chi-Chi is played by Li Yanshin. Now, they had everything perfectly, exactly just like Dragon Ball, except the main bad guy isn't Pilaf. They named the bad guy King Gorams. He's the main bad guy in that movie. And he wanted the Dragon Balls to rule the world. All in all, it was a really good Taiwanese adaptation. It was really, really good. Now there was another one made in 1990 in Korea, which is Dragon Ball Son Goku Fights, Son Goku Win. And the guy who plays Son Goku is none other than Hiwo Shang Ti. He was Chi-Chiang. Now, some of you probably recognize him from that Korean series on Netflix, Squid Game. But when he was really young, he played Son Goku. And the actress who played Bulma was none other than Ju-Hie. And speaking of Korea, did you know that the Koreans made their version of an animated Dragon Ball? I'm not kidding. And I even seen that anime movie. You can find it on YouTube, along with the Korean and the Taiwanese version. And the Korean animated movie made back in 1994 is Super Kid. Super Kid is like the Korean animated version of Dragon Ball. Well, since I talked about the Taiwanese and the Korean, I'm sure this will wrap up for the day. Oh, wait a minute. You want me to talk about the biggest elephant in the room, huh? Okay, fine. Let's talk about the 2009 Dragon Ball Evolution. Starring Jason Chatwin playing Goku, which I thought that was a terrible casting choice on that. Goku should have been played by an Asian actor, not a white one! But at least Chi-Chi is played by Jamie Chung, which I really do like. I mean, she's a very lovely actress, very beautiful. But as usual, Bulma is played by Emmy Rossum, the pop diva who now become an actress ever since she starred in that Phantom of the Opera with Gerard Butler. And to put more salt in the room, they cast Chow Yun-fat as Master Roshi. One of the most legendary action stars in China and America playing Master Roshi. One good thing, though. I mean, remember what I mentioned about Master Roshi, the way how perverted he was? Well, in the Taiwanese version, he's a lot like how he was in the anime. In the Taiwanese version. On the Korean version, he was less perverted. I mean, he would give Bulma a Dragon Ball, but he wants one thing in return. A kiss in the cheek from Bulma. That was it. Just a kiss in the cheek. But this Master Roshi that Chow Yun-fat did, they show his perverted side because Bulma found magazines of women's lingerie. And of course, they did a sort of a perverted scene where Master Roshi decided to ride with Bulma, and he was getting too close to her, and Bulma says, "Back off, Roshi. Keep your distance." And he was like, "Okay." And that was it. And the bad guy in that movie is, of course, King Piccolo. Oh, shit. Shit. That movie was a disaster. It was the most god-awful movie ever made. I don't know what the hell was Hollywood thinking of making this pile of shit ever. What were they thinking? Everybody complained about whitewashing, but I guess Hollywood still have their head up their ass. They don't give a rat's ass what everybody's bitching about. Jeez. And, of course, one thing I've been noticing, that Chris Chadwin And Emmy Rossum, Dragon Ball Evolution wasn't the only movie they both appeared together. They also both appeared in that show that my grandma loves watching, but I don't give a rat's ass about it. And it's based by a British show, Shameless. Yeah, I recognized those two. Those two appeared on Shameless, so Dragon Ball Evolution wasn't the only thing they both appeared together. They both appeared on Shameless. Drinking this water? With a movie that terrible, I wish I was drinking some alcohol. But, despite the movie being so freaking awful, there is just one little redeeming quality. And before you're gonna put a target on my head, or ordering a sniper or a hitman to kill me, hear me out. The only redeeming quality in this movie is, of course, the chemistry between Goku and Chi-Chi. Like I said in the anime, I didn't see the connection, I didn't see the romance. I mean, I didn't see those two click in the anime. I mean, it was just, Goku not knowing that Chi-Chi is a girl, so he had to figure out himself by putting his foot between her leg. And she took that as a sign that those two are going to get married in the future when they grow up. And that was it. And when they both do grow up, they both do get married. Although, how in the hell did she give birth to a son when he is completely asexual? Mm. But in the Dragon Ball Evolution, Goku and Chi-Chi had a better chemistry. I mean, their variant version of Goku and Chi-Chi had a better chemistry because, and I know that they were, and I hated that part of the story where they're making Goku to be a teenager who have like this schoolboy crush on Chi-Chi, which I don't blame him. But Goku starts to realize that Chi-Chi had studied martial arts and knows about Chi, and Goku wants to learn his Kamehameha abilities and such. But sadly, he ain't that good. But Chi-Chi tries to teach him. She said if you use the Chi to blow out the candles around him, she would take 1 foot close to him. And he's trying his best, and then the doppelganger stuff. And then at the end of the movie, after Goku defeated Piccolo, now Goku and Chi-Chi ended up training with each other by fighting each other, but probably in a good way. And of course, left a goddamn cliffhanger, hoping that we will get a sequel, which never gonna happen. Anyway, this is my review for today of Dragon Ball live action films. And if any of you like my review and my talk about these Dragon Ball movies, please leave a comment down below, hit like and subscribe for more. Maybe if I learn how to do Kamehameha. Let's see. Kame, 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 Ha! Oh, shit. I need to change my pants. Damn it. Damn it, I hate it when this happens. God damn it.